Buongiorno, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I have another British brand to discover. This is Fresh. I know this brand is actually very famous for its skincare, and I actually didn't know that they have fragrances until I saw this discovery set and I was quite intrigued. So we have 6 fragrances to discover from the brand and from the names and the picture. As you can see, these seem very fresh summer fragrances, which is definitely appropriate for the season. So let's test these fragrances together. This is part of my British brands series, so I dedicated the whole year for British brands. I already did a first impression of Ormond Jane, Tamine, Electimus, Atkinson's, Sana Jardin, Miller Harris, and many more to come. You will find everything in the description down below. And without further ado, let's start. Let's start with the first one, which is Cannabis Santal. Okay, kind of what I expected, a very woodsy, earthy fragrance. I do get a little bit of the cannabis note, but mostly what I'm getting is patchouli and a huge dose of patchouli. So if you don't like patchouli, just avoid this fragrance. There is some sweetness in the fragrance and it's not as fresh as I expected. Like the bottles and everything from the brand gives me very fresh and easygoing fragrances. This is a little bit more dark and more deep, let's say. I have to say, I am not getting really sandalwood. Like I am getting some almost dry, woodsy notes, but not specifically sandalwood. The patchouli is overpowering here. Very, very, very strong. As someone who doesn't like patchouli and doesn't really vibe with cannabis, I would say this one is not for me. Let's get to the next one. And I think from the names, this is the only one that I was skeptical about, to be honest. So the next one is Citron de Vigne. Ooh. Ooh. I like this one. Very invigorating, very fresh. Exactly what I expected from the name. It's very bitter, so it smells not like citron. It's mostly grapefruit that I'm smelling, but so beautifully done. And I don't know if it's in my head, but I do get the grapes. So Vigne, if I'm not mistaken, is the grapes or the grapevine? I don't know. But I am getting this juicy vine note mixed with grapefruit. Very, very fresh, so bitter and fresh and has a bite to it, which I love in the hot summer days. I love this one. This one I am considering. I can tell you, maybe not as an everyday scent, but as a scent for after the shower. This is exactly what I like. Next we have Esperide grapefruit. Oh my god, I know. This is a different take. So I'm getting this bitter grapefruit, but it's not as bitter and sharp and invigorating as the previous one. It's more juicy, it's more sweet. I am getting oranges actually now more than grapefruit. Like there is a little bit of the grapefruit peel, just a hint, but I'm getting a juicy orange and something else. Like it's more than just citruses. There is something more fruity, juicy going on here. Musky and light, very, very light. This one I would wear on a summer day. So the other one, the Citron de Vigne, is more of a fragrance that I would wear for after the shower. While this one is an everyday scent for me during summer. I'm so happy that I decided to give this discovery set a chance. I did not think a lot, to be honest, because I never saw anyone talk about them, and because also Fresh is not one of the brands when it comes to even to skincare that I gravitate toward. Next we have Rose Morning. Again, the name is quite fitting. You get what you expect from the name. A very dewy rose scent, so a musky rose, but I do get something, maybe a little bit of a cassis. It's very nice. and simple and well executed. Simple can be in a good way and a bad way. This is in a good way, so very well executed. But I feel like I have smelled this scent profile many times before, so I don't feel like it's something that I want to add to my collection, or I am wowed by. The scent profile is very common, and although the balance between the notes is a little bit different, I prefer the other creations that are on this dewy side of a rose. So A la Rose from MFK, Rosa Mochininga from the Merchant of Venice. Like, there is a lot, and I love the scent profile. So this is not adding really anything to the scent profile, but is a very good one. Let's see, the next one is Sugar Lemon. Wow, let's see. I am very excited. Is it going to be on the fresh side or on the gourmand side? Definitely fresh side, and I have to say I don't like this one. That is shocking because I love lemon, one of my favorite notes. It smells almost a little bit herbaceous. I believe there is vetiver in this fragrance. It kind of has this dry, earthy feeling, and on one side, and a little bit of a fruity, sweet side. But the end result is not a fragrance that I would wear. I would love this kind of a scent as a home scent, an air freshener, something like that, but not a fragrance that I would wear. So, no, that one is my least favorite, I would say, from the bunch. Next and the last one is Sugar Lychee. Oh, Lychee. Everyone loves Lychee. Lychee for me can be good or bad. Let's see. Oh, that's very sweet. I can't say that I'm smelling lychee. For some reason, I am getting red, juicy apple. It's very candy-like. It's extremely sweet, and the sweetness that you would find in a candy has also some lemon. So almost like candied lemon with some juicy apple note. I really can't smell lychee. I get the color of the lychee, like the shell, or I don't know how, the peel of the lychee, but not so much the smell. I'm getting candied lemon, apple, maybe even candied apple, syrupy, sweet fragrance. It's nice. It's very nice, but it's a little bit too sweet, too candy-like for my personal liking. Anyway, these were all the 6 fragrances. So first impression from what I've smelled. Now, I feel like it is a brand that is going very natural smelling, which I expected. This is the aesthetic of the brand. So it's kind of a natural smelling, fresh fragrances. To say, I'm kind of impressed. When I looked at the bottles, how they look at the bottles and the names, I imagined very cologne-like scents, and some are definitely like that. But I'm surprised that they have more to offer than what I expected. So my favorite one, without any doubt, is Citron de Citron. I like this one so much. Now the grapes is coming out much more. This one, if it will behave the same on my skin, I believe I will put on my wish list. Now I am quite predictable, so of course the next one is Hesperides Grapefruit. Yeah, I like this one so much. This is something that I can add to my citrusy fragrance. Do I need another citrus fragrance? No. Honestly, when you see my fragrance collection, the majority, or like the 2 categories that takes the majority of space, is citrusy fragrances, so fresh fragrances, and fresh musky floral fragrances. These are the 2 categories that I am absolutely obsessed with, and I can't get enough of, to be honest. Yeah, this one is also kind of a maybe on my wish list. Next, I am going with Rose Morning, although as I said, it's quite boring in a sense that a lot of fragrances create this kind of DNA, but it's a good one. I can't deny that it is a very good fresh rose scent with some fruity touches. I really like it. I like it, but I prefer others, let's say. And next I am going with Sugar Lychee because it is objectively kind of a very good scent. Like, should I put it on number 3 or 4? I don't know. Objectively, I think I will put it on number 3, but my personal preference, I will give it number 4 just because of how sweet candy-like it smells. The last 2 are for me not I recommend it. The Cannabis Santal and Sugar Lemon. No, these 2 I would not recommend. And even Sugar Lemon, as I said, this is a fragrance, a smell that I would love to have as anything but a perfume. Candle, air freshener, car whatever it is. It works beautifully, but as a perfume, it smells not. It doesn't smell like a perfume. Cannabis Santal, on the other hand, is a very nice patchouli scent, but now I'm not getting the cannabis, to be honest. I'm getting more the patchouli, and it's kind of a standout from the rest. It's a very dark, more deep fragrance, not a fresh fragrance, an easy-going fragrance. I'm getting also a chocolatey patchouli, but again, even considering chocolatey patchouli, earthy patchouli, it's not the best, let's say. So yeah, these 2 are for me the flop, but the other 4 I actually would recommend. I don't know about the price tag, however, so I am going to check the price tag on these fragrances and tell you. I have to say the prices are quite reasonable. They are not cheap, but very reasonable. So the full size 100 ml is 108 euros and the 30 ml is 58 euros. So it's kind of a designer range kind of prices. And they also offer travel sizes. So the travel size is a little bit expensive for a travel size, I have to say, 9 ml for 29 euros. So actually, the price is right for the scent profile, for the packaging and everything. So yeah, this is actually a brand that I would recommend, shockingly. To be honest, I went into this brand not thinking much, but they managed to impress me in a way. Maybe because I had very low expectations. I don't know. Tell me in the comments down below if you have tried any of this brand and which one is your favorite. Do you know another fragrance that you tried from them that you would recommend for me? Tell me please in the comments down below. And that was it. That was my first impression on Fresh fragrances. Please tell me in the comments down below what do you think about the brand, about the fragrances. I hope you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, and if you did, please give me a thumb up and consider subscribing to my channel if you didn't already. Don't forget to check the description down below for all the previous episodes of British perfumery. I have also a whole series dedicated to Italian perfumery, so I will leave both of them in the description down below. Thanks a lot for watching and see you next time. Ciao!